But until then, boy, do we have some good Marvel stuff.
I think I like this episode more than the last episode.
Every episode is getting better.
So far, man.
And it's not driving me crazy. There's no like stupid plot twists and blah blah blah. This one opened up. This Falcon opened up with a little bit of like an infomercial, which was kind of cool, and just fucking gets right to it.
Okay, so first I want to mention the bad guys, the Flag Smashers. I instantly started off episode 1. I'm like, I don't know, like, who's the leader? What's the reason? What's going on? It instantly was like, okay, I think I see their side.
I'm
like, yeah, I get it, dude. You're suffering like that. No one cared. Now you have power, and you're taking resources from people who don't deserve it. And in like 60 seconds, I was like, oh, y'all just murdered a bunch of people. And I was like, oh, that's how you write a villain.
Fuck them.
Her voice and her demeanor is so sincere, so genuine. Yeah. I'm like, fuck yeah, dude, feed the kids. And then she murders a bunch of people. Yeah. And I'm like, oh shit.
That's how you make them listen.
That's the only language they understand. Yeah. I'm like, it's so true, but you just murder. Like, those could have been fathers and mothers.
Right?
And
oh, yeah.
I'm so torn. And then they're like, oh, yeah? Action. Fucking metal arms. And then there's this girl, and she's stabbing dudes in the hand and in the thigh. That episode from Baron Zemo being like, oh, yeah, I'm like Bruce Wayne, dude.
Yeah.
I'm rich as fuck. I'm like a prince. And then they go to like a nightclub, alleyway, weird kind of a black market-esque area. And so Falcon has to drink some snake shot.
Yep.
Everything about that, from the way that they're dressed, the character names. Dude, this episode was so good. So good.
Yep. We got to look at the old bronze monkey fucking bar. But yeah, it was great. I'm predicting this now. Like, I still think the Flag Smashers, they're the good guys, and now we get to see fucking more of the new Captain America turning into the U.S. agent.
Okay, so last episode, you see him at the very end just kind of be a little, if anything, more rude than needed.
Yeah.
But this one, like, I heard it in his voice.
Yeah.
This dude's a coward. In my opinion, I think his medals were unearned, and he is out to prove that he is just as good as Cap, with one, without the super soldier serum, and two, he let the most simple thing set him off so quickly. It's like, God damn, this is the guy?
Yeah.
Like, him? I don't know. And now we have the cousin, or no,
Sharon Carter.
Great niece?
Yeah.
Is it something like that? Sharon Carter?
Yeah.
Who more and more I'm just becoming a fan of.
Yeah.
Like, last time we saw her was in Civil War. Really didn't do too much besides make out with Cap.
Right.
Gave Falcon his wings. But I loved how she was like, yo, I saved your ass, and then I saved his ass to save your ass, and then, now she's a baller. She's a legit underground hustler. Like, dude, that character, we were talking last week, our 5 top hottest MCU women. She's making her way up there, man. She's so badass. She killed so many dudes. It was awesome.
Yeah, they're all in the storage unit fucking around, and she's killing everybody.
Dude, she's playing Call of Duty shipment yard, and she's fucking shit up. Dude, she stabbed this dude in the thigh, and then threw the knife in another dude's arm. God damn, that scene was so cool. And then, again, it's the same argument.
Let's not forget that fucking Winter Soldier throws a pipe through somebody.
Okay, so not only does he throw the pipe through someone, he punches someone in the air like an anime character, and then punches him again. Like he uppercuts him and then punches him as he's falling back towards the ground. This guy's so strong, and I think we talked about it in the second episode when he's running and he catches up to the fucking the 18 wheeler or whatever. This dude's without the arm, strong as fuck.
Yeah.
So you have a dude with the strongest metal in the known MCU, punching you in the ribs, and then as you're coming down, you're like, "Thank God that's over. I can just be an NPC now." He fucking rocks you again, and he punches you into a bed, like a pole, some kind of column. Dude, this was action packed comedy. Baron Zemo being a dick the whole time, pushing the limits the entire time, reading the Winter Soldier's journal, making Falcon drink snake stomach, just constantly talking about how he's literally one step ahead of everyone, and I'm loving that character more and more.
Yeah, it's good. It's really every episode's just getting better. It's just putting together a nice, awesome story, and again, I can't wait for next week. I mean, fuck, we're already halfway through, and there's so much that's gonna happen, and now we have to wonder, like, if Wakanda's gonna fuck up Zemo or what's gonna happen.
I think that they are going
everybody
to
wants Zemo. Winter Soldier's trying to defend him, or at least
even Falcon.
Yeah,
like the only one he has is, it's so funny and kind of ironic. The only one protecting him is the one that he brainwashed into murdering his fellow Avengers' parents. Like. It's so deep, and yet because of their, bond, what they've gone through and how they technically have to trust each other, they are the only ones protecting one another. Like, Winter Soldier, obviously, he could kill Zemo and just kind of go back to pretending he doesn't have PTSD and all that, but Zemo literally is relying on the man that he manipulated, and it's so nuts.
Do you think we're gonna see the broker, or is that just gonna be kind of more of like a name?
I think it'll be a name until we see
a movie.
Well, because to me, from my knowledge, I've been avoiding all breakdowns. I'm not trying to figure out more than I need to. The power broker, in my knowledge at least, not within the MCU, is someone who would be able to grant someone temporary or specific permanent abilities. Yeah. So the way that they set up the scientist, the way that they bring up his name and how he's kind of mythic and a legend, I think it's something that they'll do similar with the Mandarin. They say it a couple times, and then 3 movies later, you're like, dude, we're now facing normal people with these crazy abilities because this man. Like, if you think, in my opinion, by the end of the episode, you find out that the power broker is after the flag smashers because they have the last known remnants of a perfected super soldier serum. If he gets even half a vial, he should be able to fund to be able to back engineer that serum. So I think the end of the series is going to end with him having 1 vial, and it opens up to like 1,000. So imagine fighting 1,000 normal people with super enhanced abilities. Fuck a genetic army or a military. It's like, just release this to the populace and blackmail them, or find a way to, like, all right, I'll give you money, or I'll save this person. I'll release this guy from jail. I'll get this person back for you. Like, there's so many things that him as a legend or like a myth, like Zemo said, I think he's a decent enough character, especially in these streaming shows. If they're not doing Multitude of Madness, like, why not a guy that can give anyone superpowers? That's pretty cool.
Yeah, I don't think it's going to be necessarily in this show, but I think that's how they bring in the mutants.
Because She-Hulk is going to be a Disney Plus show. Right. So if you think about someone like Wilson Fisk working with Power Broker, it's like now she may have to work with those people who were brainwashed as super, enhanced to get them off of basic crimes. And
Yeah.
I think there's a lot of room for them to go into bigger
So you think
shows.
like the broker will be like a theme throughout some of these shows? Oh,
I can
very
see it
interesting.
because again, he doesn't need to make an appearance.
No, because
He just has to give some
just a
person
name,
with
yeah.
a good enough like that's the one thing that I love about this villain. They're trying to protect children and the undernourished and the starving, the hungry, the thirsty. Like they're not trying to take over the government. They're not trying to profit. They're trying to help those in need by taking away from those who are privileged. And it's like, fuck, that's a good reason. But then she murders innocents, and you're like, oh, that's when you become a villain. Like it's a very thin line that you have to tiptoe. And for the power broker, he just needs to find enough people on that line that desperate to survive or to help those who are struggling. And now he is the guy. He's the one, he's the puppet master.
Yeah.
And you can see kind of like mid bosses throughout the entire series, from She-Hulk, if they greenlit a Daredevil Disney Plus show, even if they want to do another attempt at when Moon Knight is coming. He's the Batman of Marvel, so it'd be awesome to have him face off against the Power Broker 3 series from now. So I think he has a lot of room to become a really prominent part in the MCU.
Very interesting. Yeah. So, I mean, it's setting up shit that's going to happen like way in the future and stuff. But I'm certainly happy with this. I think, and then Loki will go a whole different direction.
Which I'm stoked for, because then it's not as like, but this. It's like, no. This is a whole, anything can happen. This does not need to link to whatever. Like, I'm really stoked to see what that leads to.
Yeah, so that's good.